So what up, people? This is Manny. Pain in your ass. Right now we are going to look at the Alfa Romeo Giulia. Not the Quadrifoglio, but just your standard base and your standard TI. Now, let's be honest here. Everybody wants a Quadrifoglio, but not everybody can afford a Quadrifoglio, so we're going to look at the car that most people will buy, the base and the TI. I am really intrigued to see what this looks like in person, check out the materials, because this is their entry-level luxury sedan. Right now, I have to go to the Dodge dealer to actually look at one because there's no designated Fiat Alfa dealer here in Pittsburgh. It might be different in your city, but right here, we got to go to the Dodge dealer if you want to get an Alfa, and that would throw me off automatically if I was a luxury buyer that I have to go look at a Dodge Dart while I'm trying to buy my luxury car. That's not fun. We've seen the Quadrifoglio. It is great. The engine's phenomenal and handles great. It competes right along with the M3 and the C63 and things like that. But what about the base one? What about the cheap one? What about the ones that the average man is going to buy? I want to see what it's like. So we're inside this Alfa Romeo Giulia. I love it. Flat bottom steering wheel, all black interior. The screen up here is huge. I like that you get controls for your climate control. You get a USB down here. This is like a faux carbon kind of feeling thing. I like it. Dials here to control everything up there. You get your start button here. This is hard plastic, but it's not. It's kind of a hard, softish plastic. It feels nice. I love the digital analog gauges here. The paddles here for shifting, they're aluminum. They feel nice. They're not plastic. They're big, and they stay right here, so you know where they're at all times when you're driving. The center console here is really nice. It's flat. A lot of space in there. The whole carbon gray. This is incorporated on the dash and here in the center console, even on the door jambs right here. It feels like almost like a cockpit. The seats here, they're very bolstered nicely. They extend out here. The leather's not bad. They're a little hard, to be honest with you. I don't know if this would be good for a long trip, but just everyday driving, they feel nice, especially if you're going to do some sport driving in this, they're going to feel good. Get a nice panoramic sunroof here. This plastic up here is like a dark black plastic, and it's kind of cheap feeling, to be honest with you. This right here for the rear view mirror, this comes down a little bit far, kind of blocks a little bit of your vision, but it's not too bad. I'm sure you get used to it over time. Big speakers here. This car is actually really, really nice on the inside. This one is stickered at $49,995, so right at $50,000. But this has the nice wheels. It has those Quadrifoglio wheels on it. It just feels really nice inside here. This is actually aluminum here to go match with the paddles. The digitals, the gauges here are analog gauges. There's like a big center stack in here for an LCD. It feels really nice here, and if I would compare it to the other ones, I would say this feels just as nice as the other ones. Do I like the Audi's screen in the front here better? Yeah, I do, but I think it's a little up over BMW, to be honest with you. Come on now, people. I would have been lying to you if I said I expected that. I did not expect that at all. I thought Fiat Chrysler, it's just going to be a whole bunch of recycled bits from the Jeep and from Chrysler 300 or something like that thrown in there, made out to be luxury. But that was pretty good.
The inside was absolutely beautiful. The nice flat bottom steering wheel. It had the big LCD. There was also an LCD in the center where the gauges are. The aluminum flappy paddles, the aluminum door handles, the aluminum over the speakers. It was nice. The materials felt good. There was some kind of hard, soft plastics here and there. And there was a couple pieces that were kind of cheap looking, like in the rear view mirror, that big black shiny plastic looking piece. I wasn't really a fan of that. But overall, it looked good. That one was optioned up. It was sitting at about $50,000. It was all-wheel drive, had the turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, I think about 280 horsepower, something like that. And it had the nice 19-inch quadrifoglio wheels. They looked absolutely beautiful. Are people willing to stray away from BMW, the 3 Series, the Audi A4, maybe the C-Class Mercedes or the Cadillac ATS, to go into something they don't know nothing about? Let's be honest here. Alfa, you haven't had a foothold in the United States market literally at all, pretty much. You sold cars here before, but they weren't that successful. That's why you pulled out, and now you're trying to come back into the market. BMW's been here. Audi's been here. Mercedes, of course, and Cadillac's been here. They know how to sell cars, and they know what the market wants. My thing is, I don't know if people are going to stray from that. Are people going to go away from your standard BMW, your A4, the cars that are really good, they're nice, they're good, they do their job well? Are they going to go to something they don't know anything about? I don't know. That front end, I love it. It's a nice Italian front end. If you look at old Alfas, and Alfas in Europe, they have that same style front end. I don't know if that's going to sell well here. I don't know if people are going to like that nice Italian looking front end at all. It's really going to be up to other people's interpretation, how they perceive things, and if they like it or not. I didn't like the fact that I had to go to a Dodge dealer to look at a luxury car. When you go to these nice luxury dealers, BMW, Audi, Mercedes, their dealers are nice. They're right. You don't have to look at a damn Dodge Dart when you're going to buy a luxury car. That could throw people off as well. And at that price point, at $50,000 with all the options that it did have, and it was really nice, don't get me wrong, you can get a 3 Series, you can get an A4 well optioned at the same price. But I don't really know if a guy who's getting out of a lease of a 3 Series, I don't know if he's going to say, you know what, I'm not going to renew with you guys, I'm going to go get an Alfa. I really don't know. If you're looking for something different, something that you're not going to see every day, something that's going to be astray from the norm, something that is not going to get lost in a car park, look at the Alfa. How they'll age over time, we don't know. The resale value, all luxury cars take a hit on the resale value, so don't worry about that. But I'm very curious and I'm very intrigued to see if it lasts over time. In the comments, let me know what you think about the Alfa Romeo Giulia. As always, browse and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, people, keep it real.